Hey everyone, have you ever found yourself struggling to speak English fluently? Do you often pause while searching for words, making your conversations awkward?
If yes, then don't worry, because today we're going to break it down for you. We'll share some powerful techniques to help you speak English smoothly, confidently, and without unnecessary pauses.
And here's the deal. If you stick with us till the end, you'll walk away with some practical strategies that will change the way you speak forever.
So don't skip, don't leave, because what we're about to share might be the game changer you've been looking for.
But wait, before we dive in, let us introduce ourselves.
Yes, my name is Mehak, and I'm passionate about helping people improve their English communication skills. I've been working with language learners for years, and I know exactly where most people struggle when trying to speak fluently.
And I'm Murtaza. I've helped countless learners build their confidence in English, and I know how frustrating it can be when you have thoughts in your mind, but just can't express them smoothly.
That's why we're here, to give you practical, easy to follow solutions that actually work.
So, let's get started on this journey to speak English without pauses.
Segment 1. Understanding why we pause while speaking.
All right, before we jump into the solutions, let's first understand why people pause when speaking English.
That's a great point, Murtaza. A lot of people struggle with pauses because of three main reasons. 1. Lack of vocabulary. You don't know the right words at the right time. 2. Fear of making mistakes. You overthink grammar, pronunciation, or whether you're saying the right thing. 3. Translating from your native language. Instead of thinking directly in English, you first think in your native language and then translate, which takes time.
Exactly. And when you pause too often, it affects your fluency, confidence, and even your personality. But don't worry, we're going to tackle each of these issues step by step in today's session.
Segment 2. How to overcome pauses and speak naturally. Number 1. Train your brain to think in English. The first and most important thing is to think in English.
Yes, instead of translating from your native language, start practicing direct thinking in English. But how can someone do this?
Simple. Here are a few techniques. The first technique is describe your day in English. Every night before you sleep, try to recall everything you did during the day in English. The second technique is name things around you. Whenever you see something, say its name in English. For example, I see a blue car, I am drinking coffee. The third technique is use simple sentences. Instead of complicated structures, start with basic, clear sentences. Number 2, expand your vocabulary without memorizing hundreds of words. Another big reason for pausing is that people don't have the right words at the right time.
Exactly. But here's the trick. You don't need to memorize thousands of words. You just need to learn the right ones.
Right. Instead of learning random words, focus on common phrases and sentence structures. For example, I'd like to. That sounds great. To be honest, then synonyms, so you don't get stuck searching for the perfect word. And then collocations, words that naturally go together, like strong coffee instead of saying powerful coffee.
The best way to expand vocabulary is through reading, listening, and speaking. But you have to be consistent.
Number 3, use filler words. Smartly, but don't overuse them. Okay, let's talk about a quick hack to avoid awkward silence, filler words.
Oh, yes. Instead of going completely silent, use fillers like, well, you know, let me think, actually, I mean.
But be careful. Too many filler words can make you sound uncertain. The goal is to use them naturally and occasionally.
Exactly. They should buy you time, not dominate your speech.
Number 4, slow down and use pauses strategically. This might sound funny, but pausing strategically actually makes you sound more fluent.
That's true. Many people think fluency means speaking fast, but actually, great speakers pause naturally to sound confident.
So instead of saying, When you're stuck, just pause for a second and continue. This makes you sound calm and in control.
Exactly. And that's why listening to native speakers, TED Talks, or English podcasts helps. They don't rush. They pause for impact.
Number 5, practice speaking every day, even if you're alone. Now, the biggest key to fluency is daily speaking practice.
But many learners say, I have no one to practice with. What should they do?
Well, here are some awesome solo practice techniques. A. Shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat their words exactly as they say them. B. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk about any topic. C. Record yourself. Speak on a topic for 2 to 3 minutes, record it, and listen to improve. D. Join online speaking groups. Many language learners practice on platforms like Clubhouse, Telegram, or Discord.
That's right. No excuses. If you want to improve, you must create speaking opportunities for yourself.
Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's quickly recap. 1. Think in English instead of translating. 2. Expand your vocabulary smartly with useful phrases, synonyms, and collocations. 3. Use filler words wisely to avoid awkward silences. 4. Pause strategically to sound confident. 5. Practice speaking every day, even if you're alone.
And remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight. It's all about daily effort, consistency, and confidence.
That's right. So, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.
Also, tell us in the comments, what's your biggest challenge in speaking English? We'd love to help.
Thanks for listening and keep practicing. You got this.
See you in the next episode. Happy learning.